This is Barry. He's a dragon. He's our pet dragon. And we picked him up at the Renaissance Festival a couple months ago, but Barry was at Isabella's dad's house, and we just got him back, and I thought I'd talk to Barry today. And also, after I journaled, I had a few thoughts, and I wanted to share with you. So right now, it's a really turbulent, like hurricane energy. So if you're in the eye of the hurricane, you can see all the chaos, and it's actually very serene, and you can make better decisions from there. But if you're in the hurricane, it's not so good. So one of the things that I've been recommending for a lot of my clients and readings is delete your emails, delete your text messages, and delete your pictures. It's because this is a completion cycle that we're in right now, and then also a new beginnings. It's completion, new beginnings, completion, new beginnings. And some things have to be completed for the new beginnings to happen. This time is a time called making space. Making space. And so the more that you can, the better. You want to release the old things, the old memories, thank them for what it has done for you, and you wouldn't have it any other way, but you don't need it anymore. And there are two things that can happen with you with this. Instantly, energy can come. A client told me that she deleted over 500 text messages, 20,000 emails, 20,000 emails. And one of the emails, one of the text messages was like 5 years old, and it was of a former relationship. It did huge releasing things for her, lightened her burden, and then guess what? She had the highest paying job offer since she started her business. Yeah, it happened that fast, and it was only like 2 days later after the reading, and she really took to the OM work that I told her. I don't call it homework, I call it OM work. You know, OM. Do you hear that? That's the kids underneath my space. It's a preschool. Yes, they bring me a lot of joy, even the screaming, and I'm going to take it all in because it's the symphony of now. So maybe you feel like that right now. And if you want to scream, I highly encourage you to get that energy out, better out than in, and it helps you with your vagus nerve and activating your heart fire and your chakra, your heart chakra, and then also your fire element. So don't let me babble. But I will always do what I recommend for my clients, because if in a reading, if I could channel that message for them as a solution for their element, I will play with it too, especially if I haven't done it in a long time. I did that, and I clear my emails, my texts on a weekly basis, but there's some things that added up. Like my pictures were over 5,000 pictures and videos, and so it took up a lot of memory, and so I couldn't download a video that I had just done, and so I had to force myself to just sit there and delete some. But I took 2 hours out, and I deleted over 3,000 pictures and videos. And then I also did a lot of emails as well. My emails I'm pretty like current on, but I also did that with text messages. And when I do my text messages, when I delete them, I thank the experience, the connection, and may we connect again for the highest good. And then delete. I bless the relationship. I bless that encounter and that presence, and the lessons for them and for me. But it's just an energetic way of doing things with intention, and to have it on a higher vibration. And it will come back to you in the time that you need it, in the time that serves you. And so for me, when I did this, it was Friday. Afterwards, it wasn't the same result as my client that I just told you about. It was actually the opposite. It was a lot of sadness and grief and so many emotional waves. And one of the reasons is because of grief. Grief is the ultimate transformer. Grief is loss. And it's not just a loss of a person. It's a loss of an idea. It's a loss of a belief, a faith, a relationship. So many layers to grief. But we need grief. we need sadness. And one of the greatest movies that I can help you connect you to this is the movie Inside Out from Disney. It's a cartoon, but it is actually made for adults too. And there's this five elements in it, the five personalities that are in your brain. And there's joy, there's anger, there's fear, and there's sadness, and there's also guilt. So sadness doesn't even want to be with sadness, and sadness leaves. But then through the story, you find out that you actually need sadness to experience joy. And because of sadness, it moved this little girl to all the wonderful things in her life. And so you may be going through sadness and grief, loving it, accepting it, and totally accepting it and surrendering, letting you know that you needed all of that to become the person that you are, and that you are strong, and that you made the right decision at that time, but it doesn't have to reign over you anymore. It doesn't have to be in your energy field. And then you're able to let it go. It's this like weird acceptance, dance, surrender that you can only get through experience and wisdom. And in our culture, we have such a hard time with like wanting to hold on to something when the answer really is to let go. Let go. And so I hope that this helps you let go. So I did not try to get rid of that feeling with like my energy tools. I did ask it to go easy on me, and I used the yes technique, where can you please help me get through this with more flow and ease, and let me learn my lesson. Yes, will you please help me get through this with more flow and ease, and help me learn my lessons to transform it. Yes, please help me flow with more fun and ease so I can learn my lesson and transform it. Yes, thank you. It's a spiritual prayer I use for everything. I think if you've been watching me and following me, I teach this quite a bit, and I do this in my lives. I have it in my ACE process. So my process with that grief, that day, deleting all the emails, it took 2 days to get over all the emotions. It's because the body keeps score. The body keeps score. And so those emotions were underneath layers and buried underneath. And so it's an unstressing. You cannot bypass your spiritual lesson. Even though I know energy waves, I cannot bypass my spiritual lesson. Then after 2 days, it flowed again. More good things came in, more people came in. It's because I made space for it. And so I hope right now that you make space for all the things that is coming for you. That is all the wonderful things that are coming for you. So I want you to trust in that. Trust in magic. Believe in magic. Believe that you are magic. And believe in your magic. So I love if you share with me some of the processes for you, because remember, it's one way or another, and not to judge it as good or bad. Both of it is necessary. And nature only knows what it needs to do to move you to your next cycle, your next season. So instead ask, where am I in the process of creation, maintenance, and destruction? Where am I in the process of creation, maintenance, and destruction? That will help you understand the things that are happening for you, that they're all happening for you, and that you do have control. You have the control of what your mind thinks and what you choose to do and how you choose to feel. Once you're aware of a feeling, it can actually run through you in 40 seconds, and then you will regain balance or harmony. I don't like to say balance anymore, but harmony in your life. So may you be free, may you find peace, and may you have grace and courage. So let those feelings come up. Grief is the ultimate transformer.